I gotta say, I love the ensemble. I mean, like Allison and Wendi and yourself are people that I was like so familiar with. You know, Josh is so funny in this too. But you know, there's with the other people in the hospital, like I just wondering, like coming back to film a season two, if there was like an acclimation process, or were you able just to slip back into kind of the rapport that you guys had in the flow of production?
For me, I think it was easier because the hardest part of the first season, those first few episodes, when you shoot a single camera show, is finding the tone,
Mm-hmm.
making sure, the show has the same tone, the characters have the same tone, and it works in concert to make a better show. Coming back, we kind of established that. We worked with a lot of the same directors, the same writers, so it kind of clarified everything and made it easier to get back to the show and go about the businesses of being funny.
I love that the St. Denis is actually like built out like like you're literally on set right now, right? And I remember going on
Yes.
like the Universal backlot tour and being like, oh my god, it's St. Denis.
Yeah.
But like I do think that offers kind of like more room to play, like when it comes to like the space. Do you feel really comfortable in it this season? Like you just feel like this is home at this point?
Yeah. I mean, my character, you guys probably feel at home amongst the instruments. I don't yet. I still am like, oh, I can't touch anything. I don't want to, break sterility. But yeah, they're props.
Yeah.
They're props. Get over it, Wendy. Joyce feels like they're always competing with the big city hospitals like Portland General. So they did get a new cafeteria this season. Woohoo! For all the staff to have some decent food finally. And this birthing center, Joyce, clearly is not a woman who's had any kids herself. So I think she's maybe taken a big swing at what she thinks people in labor want to have around them
Mm-hmm.
when they're giving birth. Like, I think personally, when you're giving birth, you don't care if there's a stuffed kangaroo in the corner. You just want to get the baby out. Or, oh, there's a rose gold colored dolphin hanging above my head. That's the last thing anybody is looking at. But for her, she thinks that's a big selling point because the more gimmicky and Instagrammable the surroundings are, the more people are going to want to come and give birth in the forest.
I mean, you might be right. The Instagrammable nature of a location
Yeah, that's pretty much what everything is now,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Gotta have a flower wall in every situation.
Or some wings, very
Yes.
LA, right on a wall.
That's what Joyce forgot to do is paint some wings on the front.
I want to talk about Matt and Serena. Obviously, there's this beautiful, like, and very effective will they, won't they kind of building. But in this season, he's not into her, like seemingly so, right?
I mean, that's surprising.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But how do you think Serena is going to handle that news this season? And do you personally want them to be endgame?
She doesn't handle it well. Let me tell you. But yeah, I mean, as an audience member, Mickey and I are such good friends in real life. It is funny to play romantic relationships with somebody who you have such a good friendship with. And it's actually, I'm learning more and more, it's actually really fun to do that because you have a certain trust as actors. But yeah, I mean, I do have when I do watch it, because I do watch our show quite a lot
Yeah.
when I'm alone at home, frequently enough. It is like to watch their dynamic is so cute. Like there's this one particular scene I always talk about when it's just like a very, very simple scene. I think it was the Christmas scene, the Christmas
Yeah.
episode
Mhm.
where they're in the break room and they just like joke about, she was like, I could boss you around if it was you and not, working with Joyce and and all this stuff. And they just like share a look and it's like they smile at each other. And every time I see that, it makes me yeah, it makes my heart jitter a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think I'm a little bit of a fan.
Yeah. I don't know why this sticks out to me, but when they have like McDonald's after the gala in season one, I don't know why. I think that's such a sweet moment, and like I really resonate with his character because I've been that guy. But I love how confident, like more he has more confidence this season, which is awesome. You know, Ron is such a seasoned doctor. I think it's funny that he sees his coworkers and he wonders like, how are you guys still alive at this point without me? How does that reflect your own career when you're on set with like maybe newer actors or different actors? Or do you feel like you are a guiding light, or do people come for you for advice in any way?
Yeah, I mean, usually the advice is, what do I have to do to avoid ending up like you, David? No, but I mean, listen, I kind of try to carry myself in a leadership role as I'm going to show you by my actions how I desire my coworkers to behave. So there hasn't been any real issue. But if there's an actor or actress who, for some reason, cannot remember their lines, well, the first thing I'm going to do is make sure I know my lines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and also just empathically, if I see another actor struggling, I try to make the path easier for them as opposed to folding your arms and saying, "What is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
You know, why aren't you stepping up to the bar? Because I've been in situations, you know, it happens so much. We are experiencing each other as actors and professionals in real time. I don't know what happened 10 minutes before that person got here, or the day before, or the week before. 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with the job or me, that they're probably going through something personal that has bled over into the workplace. So that's what propels me initially from a point of empathy as opposed to fire him. Bring me someone else, you know. Because, you know, now we're bonded. I mean, you can't, you know, and like, again, that's the worst case scenario. The best case scenario, which I've had several times on the show, I don't really know this person in the guest cast. I don't know their capacity as an actor and an artist, and they come in and kill it in a way that goes above and beyond what I thought or imagined this role to be. That's the best surprise. They bring other stuff to it, like, oh, wow, I didn't even see that. You know, that's the good part.
In this season, we have Draymond Green, Paul Scheer shows up, Lauren Lapkus shows up.
Yes.
Do you have a wish list of guest stars or people that you'd love to bring on to St. Denis set?
Yes, I have several. I would like to bring on, first of all, Barack Obama. I would like to see him playing an unhoused individual with a difficulty in verbal communication, because, you know, that takes him away from everything we see him as. A great communicator, former president. Maybe even his character has delusions of being the president. And of course, we shut him down. Yeah, he kind of looks like him. He's not him. You know, yeah, that's the number one get. I would love Denzel Washington to come on. These are my familiar people. In terms of women, I love Meryl Streep. I adore her. I'm so jealous of Martin Short.
No.
His relationship. No, but I mean, she's like, come on, man. She's
so good at comedy too. Like Only Murders, she's so good. Yeah.
Zendaya would be awesome. See, Zendaya should be my long lost daughter.
I would love that.
You come in because you think like, oh my gosh, she's probably gonna be a boogerhead, you know, knucklehead and stuff. And they go, well, you know, Dr. Ron, here is your daughter. I mean, you guys have never met because of some mix up at the sperm bank. And here comes Zendaya. And all of a sudden I'm like, the daughter I always wanted. You know?